Hello and welcome back to Kelly60 Plays Metroid Dread. Last time we got oh god, what is his name? Global map. I can never remember this guy's name. Experiment number Z57. That's a reference. That's a Patlabor reference if I remember correctly. That's supposed to be a Patlabor reference. Ow. But we beat him and got the screw attack. Follow this path up and you'll find pain and more pain. That's a shudder. Our last encounter of these guys Oh! Okay. I wish you could Okay. Give me that. Give me that. Your robos. Oh, I was that close? Dang it. And yes, this is the entire reason you couldn't just make a right. Well, other than the, bomb blocks. But, other than that, that's the only reason. Oh, back to Gavorn. Something tells me, though, we're not coming the way we went. Something just tells me. Going the way we came. Something just reaches out to me saying, you're not going back the way you came. Loading screen, load. Something tells me I still can't even get that either. We're gonna grab this now. I mean, actually, can I? Okay, there is enough room for a Shine Spark. Ah! Okay, it's just easier to do this. Every time. Oh. Ow. And yes, that aerial counter actually hit something. Every time there's one here. And that's a full restore. There are things here. And a door I can't pass. Okay. Let's go this way. Full freeze. One down. And there's that. Okay, this guy is super big, and part of the issue, I have him. Ah, I just barely got that. Okay, so this boss is, I don't know if he actually has a name. He guards a new item. Actually, this is not any item we currently have in any other game. And there's that. This boss is weak. It can be damaged with screw attack. Oh, dang it. Let me see. Golzona is his name. At least from what I think it is. And yes, I somehow did, in fact, there we go. And there we go. One screw attack and one full lock-on of Storm Missile later. And the cross bomb is now ours. This is a new ability. The last new ability in the game. The cross bomb. Honestly, if you've played some games similar to a Bomberman, you may recognize this one a little bit on the simpler side of things. It's a bomb that goes in all four cardinal directions. And yes, get that one. Get that one. There's an item in there, but I'll get that later. No. We're here now. Let's get it now. Oh yeah. Scamples. Ah. There it is. I'm like, where is it? Oh yeah, I have Scamples. Even with Scamples, you forget it's there because it's that unnecessary of a move. And as I go on to talk crap, yes, the one downfall with this is it's finicky. But this shuttle was saying something about a different area. That's not Ferenia. Oh, there's the ship. We can get there now. Anubia. Sounds like it's a play on Anubis, which is an Egyptian god. Funny enough, looks like raw. Chozo look like raw, so that would make sense. In my eyes, for a convincing thing. So, good on them. Something fell. Dang it. Always being stalked. Glass tube. That's slightly falling apart. But it's a glass tube. And in Metroid, if you see a glass tube, you know how you break it. Every game there's been a glass tube, and there's only been one way to open it. Nubia is on the planet's surface. You finally made it, Samus. Destroying the planet will eliminate the X parasites, but Ravenbeak is unlikely to sit idly by as it happens. He'll never give up in search of the Metroid DNA. Turn here for an update as he figures out a plan. Nope. Give me that health back. I keep hitting every other button. Have to wait for that, because we do actually have to come over here. Missile. Ah. But that is at least something I will give this game. The cross bomb is actually a really good tool for make. Give me that. You're there? Okay. An elevator down. There's only one area beneath it, so it has to be Ferenia. Meaning, I think we're about to get that beam upgrade that I've been so desperately wanting. Like, seriously. It is tough coming back to any Metroid game without the next weapon. Especially on the 2D side. Plasma's nice and all for its enemy piercing ability. Trust me, the next one makes 2D Metroid a joke. Especially when it's one of the first beam weapons you get. I don't think we can go that way. I don't think we can go that way. Now it's textured weirdly. Something tells me bombs. And a cold area though. I nearly thought that was not available. Well, it's like that's there to keep you from constantly screw attacking. And we're back in here. Oh. I wonder what's not going to be an issue. Because it's a Metroid game. At this point, the EMMI might as well not be a joke. It might as well be a joke to avoid detection. And instant kill. And we're about to see the most unique portion of the EMMI stuff. Because we don't immediately mess with the EMMI. Because before we can go mess with the EMMI, we must target this with the actual blaster ability to lower the water level. It's a very interesting mechanic. Morph ball launcher. Okay. He's running through that again. And there's the EMMI. He's gonna die real quickly. And there we go. So yes, my first time with the wave one was a pain because I didn't realize those, that set of beam and two morph ball bomb blocks existed until like my third attempt on the boss, on this EMMI. And it's like, oh, that's a pain. I hate you. So those two right here in the middle of the frame, I didn't know existed. You want to talk about one that is a pain. That right there. But, oh, I have the wave beam. This is one thing, if you play like Zero Mission before this, you'll miss, is the wave beam. Because, while shooting piercing enemies is one thing, shooting through enemies to other enemies is one thing. It's another for this. However, we're about to hit the last thing I would like to do. We're about to hit another boss that I want to complete. Oh yeah, and the diffusion beam means kind of little. Does a little extra damage when it makes contact with things. But it's kind of not needed. But, I think what we're about to hit is going to be a real shocker. Might be, the explanation for some things. I don't know, though. You'll have to hold me to that. Yes, that enemy is that easy done to complete. Oh no. Why is it going this way? There are enemies in stasis tubes. Are they infected with X or not? What's going on, Samus? It's charging again. Oh. That's the firing out of the arm cannon. What's going on, Samus? What's changing? Looks like she's taking a minute to calm down, but she's also being watched by... Oh no. I recognize that shoulder pauldron. Ah. I could probably get out. I saw breakable blocks above it. Probably not. So, maintenance droid things will, in fact, if you destroy them, both the droid and the thing on it will help heal you if you need to. That is something I didn't really show off prior to this. So sorry if you are having issues with healing. Glass tube. I was detected. Oh. And it hit me from off screen, so this must be Powerbomb. I didn't hit anything for that melee counter. I'm looking at my hand, and I'm getting attacked again. Dummy. And, oh! Okay, Samus, what are you doing? Okay, that was anticlimactic for that EMMI. Cutscened. I mean, honestly, it was probably for the best, because if you put the... Super Metroid theme, but that also leads into the theme of Samus. So... Oh, right after the EMMI, there's an X-Parasite. I wonder if we'll see another round of the... Oh. One, two, and... Oh! Oh! Epic finish. So, obviously the Powerbomb EMMI Powerbomb was delegated to this EMMI, and it was cutscene for a reason. Let's be honest. Imagine if you had to deal with something chasing you with the Powerbomb and constantly spamming the Powerbomb. But notice that was an X-Parasite, and Samus just kind of did the same thing she did to the EMMI in full force. Okay, so we now have the Powerbomb, which we have 5 of because we've collected so many tanks prior. You now have to hold down the R button for it. Remember, R is also that. And yes, you also have a kick out of Morph Ball. I have never understood the point of that one. But at this point, we will be heading back to other areas, sectors, whatever, of the game. Because we have no reason to. Wasted a missile. Who cares? Boom. And yes, the Powerbomb will cause slowdown. Just so you know, this happens in every game. So it's not new in the slightest. And yes, you actually have to come up here. There's no path past this tube. This guy fried by just being in close proximity. Get into that hole, Samus. That feels like oh. That's right, this one exists. Oh yes, you also have to do this one. And this is where the reveal will be. Samus, you have manifested a new power. The speed with which you siphon energy is Metroid in nature. So yes, now Samus has Metroid DNA that was genetically therapied into her in Metroid Fusion, as cultivated in her being able to use Metroid abilities. However, as was going on, we can head to the end game. I, on the other hand, well, I'm just gonna say it now. No. The rest of this part is gonna be going to one specific area. Yes, one specific area. And yes, you can still get it in damage locks. Note, that is something I will make note of here. You still can't use that ability anywhere else. But cutscenes. So, just so you know, just because the Metroid DNA has fully awakened does not mean anything. But this was the last part we needed to beat Ravenbeak. How? How does me being having Metroid DNA change anything other than the fact I'm still technically human? Adam. Okay. There is no... Just so you know, there is no good way through here. Oh, wait. I didn't open this door. Now we're back here. Well, we can do a couple more things in this room. Because we have to go back this way. Because the area I want to go back to, which will be the start of some other later related things, is that we're heading back to Artoria after this. Kill that guy before he does explosions. Actually, let's head back because I'm pretty sure you have to do this that one item now. Because when essentially as we come back, we're just going through normal pathways. Okay, there's that. There's the missile. That's how you get that one. Technically simple, but you definitely need to wait till you have Wave Beam. That guy's technically a Powerbomb enemy. if I remember correctly, this one... Scan Pulse got useless. Became useless. Honestly. Once you get Power Bombs, you never use that ability ever again. Okay. We're done in this room. But back here, where is a different story. We got a little bit of fun to do. You probably understand exactly what I'm cursing at. Oh, not close enough. Not far enough. Okay, hang on. Something they did change, though, if you hit a speed booster block, it does not come back. Red X Parasites. The luckiest thing you can get if you get lucky with it. And yes, now we're back in this room. It's like, I'm strong, but I ain't that strong. I'm getting out of here. But yeah, mainly why we're still going is because I'm collecting these items and taking this one. Oh, wait, this is Ferenia. Well, to set the stage low, I'm trying to get back to Artaria, which is why this part's a little longer. And any items I collect along the way will be obviously shown. Because next part, the next probably 2 parts. So this one will probably be item pickup. With the following one probably being my final thoughts and stream of this game. Oh. Oops. And that was a waste of time. Because I forgot I didn't do that. Actually, with how some of these things work, it is more so a thing of, okay, where does this specific one go for this specific point in time? And then that's it. So that Ferenia one, I wouldn't have been able to do anyways, because the path I would have taken would never lend me to that spot. Anyways. And yes, as I said, there's pseudo Powerbomb dispensers. Ah! I'm trying to aim directly where it's supposed to be, and it always messes up. Okay. Once we hit the... Get back to Artario is when I'm definitely going to say, that's it for this session. Because... Once we get there is when everything will end, because that's when everything will begin for the next part. To say the least. Because essentially at this point, I am essentially going to do an area apart. Or, well, you'd think that. But I'm going to do as many areas as I can quickly get through as possible when it comes to this thing. And currently we can still get some small items. Too bad we can't just do that from ball mode. Morph ball. There we go. There's the missile. And you may have noticed, yeah, there's a number of other ones that have this same exact thing too. And speaking of, with how everything will go, it's going to be, at least I know the first 2 to 3 areas. It is going to be Artaria to Cataris to Gavorin. You may question that very logic on why that specifically to Ferenia, to Ferenia, to Darien, and then we have to quickly try and run back. Why specifically this path, despite being completely out of the way? This is based on the exact movement of the game, of the teleportals. And it will also be how I unlock the remaining teleportals. Because, for those who don't know, as you unlock teleportals, once you hit every teleportal, you can warp to any teleportal. So, the 2 ones in Darien, I've touched. Teleported to the 2 in Darien. Before. Maybe. Yeah, I did, because of Grapple Beam. So it's easier for me to take do that path around, because then I can just go to teleportal to teleportal. And especially if I need to traverse halfway across the map, I can do that. First save room is... First room we're going to try and get to is over there. But, because purple, that's next to Kraid. Yellow is to Grapple Beam. Reds are to each other. Dark blue is how we're going to get to Cataris quickly. Light blue goes here. Green goes up. There is one I don't have in Cataris and Gavorin, which go to each other, making it a quick and easy path. But first, let's get to that network station, because this part's going to go on for a little bit. This has been going on for too long. Actually, speaking of... Oh. A missile! I would have missed that. for the most part, we'll get most of these on the way over here for the first time. Ow. I don't know why I even try messing with those things, because they don't like it. At least it's simple enough to get back over there. You just go this way. But these things still exist here, despite, you know, all the changes. So they at least try and make backwards movement weird. And with that, that's going to be the end of this part. If you watch some of my other stuff, specifically the Pokemon Leaf Green stuff that's currently going on, you know, last leveling session, I talked about how things are going to be going over for the next while. This is almost done. I have a feeling that I'm going to be done with this really soon. So, there will be potentially a new game. I'm definitely sure this will be done by the end of the month. However, December is upon us, Christmas time, so we must talk about games that would be decent for the Christmas season. Or tour some old games. Because, I do have some games that I've been meaning to go back to do again later. Xenoblade X. As well as Xenoblade 1. For some extra back stuff. Which is slightly how I'm planning on December for the most part being, other than Leaf Green. It is going to be, especially towards Christmas, going to be redos or any live streams I haven't done finished yet. So, Xenoblade X, Xenoblade 1, Definitive Edition, with probably some mentions of the original Wii version. I still need to finish Mega Man X, if anybody remembers me doing that earlier this year. And as well as the anniversary Metroid Prime stuff. The anniversary hard mode playthrough of Prime 1. So that is going to be going on for the next month and a half. Because as we head into December into January, because that, especially as I go over in the leveling session, if you watched it, if you want to go watch it, it's holiday season. And people travel. I'm a dog sitter, so I get called out. So I cannot always guarantee. Like summer, is one of those kinds of times of the year, but I can't really guarantee a strict schedule, despite doing that last year and the year before, for the most part. So I am going to improvise with the fact that I'm going to try to do some more live stream stuff that will be re-uploaded during the months of December and maybe early January, as well as the summer. That new Animal Crossing update's live, so I might start doing Animal Crossing streams again on the day they're supposed to happen. So I may start streaming again on Saturdays, just because it's Animal Crossing and it's chill. I cannot guarantee times because I am just that. I just have that much on my plate. So, anyways, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you next time for more Metroid Dread. This is Kelly060 signing off. Take care. Bye.